Being a parent, you love your kids and you want to give them the best possible opportunities. You also probably want to save them from being saddled with a whole bunch of student loan debt as they start to build their professional lives. But how much should you actually be setting aside? The answer depends on several factors like how old your kids are, what type of school they may attend, and how you want to balance education savings with other financial goals. Let's break it down. Now, this is going to be a controversial statement to some, but personally, I believe that funding a college planning account should take place after you personally have done your own planning for your personal retirement and know that you're able to fund your retirement accounts at a sufficient level to be able to retire. You can't get a loan for retirement. Moreover, if your child ends up graduating with some student loan debt, you can always help them pay it down in the future. So, that being said, assuming that you've addressed that, how much should you be funding these college education accounts? The first step is to really determine the future cost of education. According to recent data, the average cost of a four-year public university can range from $20,000 per year to $40,000 per year, depending on whether the school is in-state or out-of-state. Private colleges can cost even more, with the average tuition being roughly $50,000 per year. Keep in mind that tuition costs typically rise each year, so it is important to factor in inflation when estimating the total cost. Using a college savings calculator or a trusted financial advisor to get a more accurate estimate based upon your child's age and the university they'll attend is incredibly helpful. Now, the second avenue that we need to look at is choosing the right type of savings vehicle. A 529 plan is one of the most popular choices that I see. Contributions grow tax deferred, and withdrawals, as long as they're used for qualified education expenses on a federal level, are tax free, and in most states are tax free. You could also consider using custodial accounts like an UGMA or an UPMA or even a regular brokerage account, but they are not going to offer the same tax benefits as a 529 plan. To determine how much you should contribute, start by assessing your current ability to save. Even a small monthly contribution can add up over time due to compound growth. So, who should be saving for these future education expenses? Ideally, if you have young kids, starting as soon as possible is really what you want to do. The longer time horizon that you have investing in these accounts, the more time the money has to compound and grow over time. That being said, if you are getting a later start and your child is in their teens, that is okay too. But you may need to adjust your expectations and realize that you may have to save more aggressively into these types of accounts. I work with a lot of grandparents who want to set their grandchildren up for success. As a grandparent, you do have the ability to establish a 529 plan for a grandchild and start putting money aside to assist with this future financial burden. So, no matter when you start, saving for a college education is a meaningful way to help your children achieve their academic dreams and avoid long term student loan debt. So, how much should you fund into an education account for your children? Again, it really varies based upon the cost of education, the type of savings vehicle you choose, and how much you can afford to save each month. The key is to start as early as possible, set realistic goals, and take advantage of tax advantages like the 529 plan and what they have to offer. Thanks so much for watching. If this video helped you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with others. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.